So the House just passed a $4.5 trillion GOP debt limit plan. And that debt limit plan passed by the House, $4.5 trillion, is ultimately going to have important cuts that are going to hit your wallet. Okay?
Now, the House is Republican and the Senate is Democrat?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because I know it's one is more one and one is more the other, I thought.
Well, what's McCarthy? He's Republican. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's House.
So the U.S. House passed a debt ceiling bill on Wednesday with the final plan featuring a $4.5 trillion cut in spending. Cut. And if the bill were to make its way into law, its massive spending cuts could have a financial impact on millions of Americans. Now, here are 4 ways that the 4 most important cuts that could hit your wallet. Mm-hmm. Your wallet, my wallet, anybody's wallet. More importantly, the wallets of those on Social Security. The bill's impact on Social Security will result in a 23% reduction in spending for all federal programs if defense and veterans programs are exempted. Okay? That would be a huge hit for the Social Security Administration, the SSA.
That's what I was about to
which
ask.
already is chronically underfunded. That's these fruit flies in here.
It's the downside to organic fruits because the non-organics have enough chemicals in them that fruit flies don't pay attention to them. But all I have is organic fruit. So the second one little piece starts to go, I don't know about this, all the fruit flies are like, yes, the real stuff. And there we go. So what you were saying is, does that have to do with food stamps then also? A 23% cut on food stamps?
So this cut, this 23% reduction in spending for all federal programs, that would be a huge hit for the Social Security Administration, the SSA, which already is chronically underfunded.
Okay.
And a cut of that size would exacerbate glaring customer service problems for the Social Security Administration.
Okay.
So I don't know if the Social Security Administration processes the food stamps or if that's a different branch. But this would have an impact on SSA. The nonprofit Social Security Works noted that if the bill becomes law, it will force SSA to close field offices, reduce hours, and lay off thousands of workers. So not only affecting those who rely on the Social Security Administration and all that they do, but the employees that work for the Social Security Administration would then potentially lose their jobs. This will make it far harder for Americans to claim their benefits that they've earned. And I don't think SNAP food stamps falls into the category of claimed benefits.
Okay.
But they kind of do, sort of. And a delayed, so this is more so probably going to be impactful to retirees. So it says that, and those on SSI or SSDI.
Okay.
A delay in processing benefits and applications could hit the wallets of Social Security recipients who need the money sooner rather than later. We talked about that earlier today with having money, cash reserves, a safety net, and if you don't have that and all you really rely on is the benefits, but then there's an impact to the benefits or the processing of the benefits because of the reduction of the workforce, if this new bill were to be passed, this debt ceiling proposal were to be passed, that could impact people's ability to have access to these benefits. And that returning, the plan is, this is their plan, returning funding to fiscal year 2022 levels, which would result in longer wait times for benefits.
I mean, there are already long wait times for benefits. What is longer? I mean,
you don't remember like back in the day and the 99, the 2000s.
The 99 and 2000, I do.
And you see people waiting at Western Union, just kind of like floating around.
Waiting for their wire transfers to come in?
Think about that. Think about that being like Social Security, waiting for your benefits to buy food.
Yeah.
To pay bills.
Yeah. Because what sucks is
medication.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If there's going to be an even longer delay, then you miss a payment or whatever. What if you're evicted? What if your car is repoed because of whatever else? What if somebody doesn't get their medicine in time and ends up having to go to the hospital because of something else? What if, I mean, there's so many what ifs that come along with them dawdling that it's a little concerning.
Yeah, it's crazy. Actually, my mom, she was telling us how she was putting her mom, my grandmother, into assisted living, and there was a requirement of a $10,000 deposit for funeral expenses.
Burial expense is what they called it.
Crazy.
Which is weird because it's not like the home takes care of that, but I don't know if that's maybe in case. Maybe there are people out there who will put a loved one. I'll use the word loved
and
one.
then that's the last time
you ever see them again. So maybe that is to cover them if something were to happen medical-wise or burial necessity. They have it covered. Or what if something were to happen to your mom before something happened to your grandmother? So at least they have something. But then the skeptic in my brain goes, is that $10,000 still going to be there when it's time, or are they going to spend it on something?
The misappropriation of funds.
The misappropriation funds,
Treating it like the HOAs.
Yes.
And, somebody got in and stole all the money. They laundered the money out.
Basically.
So also it says that federal student loan forgiveness, the House bill would immediately eliminate Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. Immediately eliminate it.
So for those of you who thought you were on it and you've been spending money elsewhere, you went out and bought a house, you went out and bought a car, you've done all this because you thought you didn't have to make these Fannie Mae or whoever else payments, literally tomorrow they're like, where my money, honey?
You're right. However, this could mean that millions of borrowers who look forward to debt relief won't get it. But this might be a moot point because legal challenges to the plan could strike it down even if the GOP debt ceiling plan doesn't get signed into law. So that's irregardless. Like, it may still be an issue where student loan forgiveness won't really be there. And honestly, it was 10 grand.
Yeah, 10,000.
10 grand? Like, really? We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans. Like, really?
Yeah.
Food stamps. The GOP plan would raise the age limit to 56 instead of 50 on work requirements to receive food purchasing assistance from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. So I'm not sure if that's SSA or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, if they're separate, but this is how that would impact food stamps.
So instead of being able to get it at 50, you have to wait till you're 56. Is that what that's saying?
I think basically what this means is at 56, there would be no work requirement.
Oh, okay. So right now it's at 50 years old, there's still a work requirement, but
Yeah, think about it. Think about it. You're 49. You're struggling financially. You're looking at it like, you know what? At 50, at least I'll get some help from SNAP. And then this passes, and they're like, no, you got to wait till you're 56. Go back to work.
Because we need more in the workforce because the boomer generation is all retiring out, and there's a smaller workable ages, I guess is what they're saying.
SNAP recipients in the affected age group who are unable to work would see their benefits reduced to or eliminated altogether. Crazy. Tax refunds, they're on the list too.
Okay.
It would rescind funding for the IRS.
Rescind, what does that mean? Take it
back.
away.
Yeah.
Like come into your bank account and take their money back, kind of rescind.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
I'd like to see you try, IRS.
No. The IRS they would lose their money.
Oh, never mind.
They would lose all these 80 some odd thousand armed law enforcement accountants. It would be like that movie with Ben Affleck where he was an accountant, but he was also a trained.
I remember that one.
What was that movie?
That's not Argo.
No, it's not Argo. What was that movie? Was it The Accountant?
It was literally called The Accountant.
Was it The Accountant?
Yeah, where he's sitting in that room and he's like at the long table and he's writing all these numbers, but then there's like a trailer somewhere, like a tractor trailer kind of thing with some stuff in it. I don't remember. But
So it says problems that the agency already has processing returns. The agency, IRS, already has problems processing returns and answering customer service calls, who's going to be more likely to call the IRS? Older generations, okay?
Yeah.
A severe cut in staffing could result in longer wait times to get your refunds. So the SSA they're going to have job cuts. The IRS is going to have job cuts. And everybody who relies on these organizations, these government entities, or actually independent agencies, because the IRS isn't actually a branch of the government, would then be negatively impacted because of this proposal, this debt ceiling limit increase proposal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got new videos and live streams published today to help you make money, save and invest, potentially trying to avoid some of these pitfalls and situations that we may experience here soon if and when this potential debt ceiling proposal gets pushed through Congress. Please make sure, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, links there for all of our channels and socials, as well as join us on Patreon for even more content.
So you said it passed the House already?